Zaladath's attacks grow stronger.
That was an entropic wave. We felt them just before Xaladath launched her assault on the Sunwell. Champion, you move faster than my best messengers. I need you to check in with the Vanguard commanders and see if their defenses will hold against this latest assault by Xaladath's devouring host.
Champion, you must get to the Vanguard leaders. The Sunwell is straining against Xaladath's assault.
Vanguard forces to the Sunwell, now! What do you want?
Champion, my time is short. What do you need?
Fight.
If we could just take the fight to Xaladath, we gave her such a drumming she's hopped back inside that knife.
Lorthamar promised His Magisters would provide a solution. It's now or never.
Xaladath's void storm rages against the Sunwell. The void presses, but we endure.
The Sunwell cannot continue as it is. We are beginning to fail this stalemate. Soon we can expect Xaladath to press in force.
Do not. The situation is dire. We will accept any help, even from Magister Umbric.
No! Those void addicts are not our salvation. The light is the only way to stop Xaladath's evil.
Well done. That void storm is evoking fear and terror in everyone who sees it, myself included. But I chose this life of standing up to evil and spitting in its face. Sadly, not everyone had the luxury of that being a choice.
We know there's land inside the void storm, through its massive portal. If we can reach it, we can take the fight to Xaladath. I have found the key. It is a relic known as the Cynosure of Twilight. For ages, it has mystified us by revealing unreachable pathways to infinite unknowns. My research tells me I can use it to open a path to the storm. There's just one problem. It's in Magister's Terrace, and I'm not exactly in their good graces at the moment.
Using a relic of the Void to breach the storm? It sounds risky, Umbric.
It is a risk, Regent Lord, but it is also the only way to end the siege on Silvermoon.
Do not squander resources.
I greet you on behalf of Silvermoon. Baladash, Malanor.
It's been too long since I've seen these walls. The shadows serve us.
Magister's Terrace. I spent my youth here, mastered my first spells here. At the Midsummer Ball, I danced with Therophar Goldvale and Felt.
Umbric sighs.
Those days are long gone. This place has changed. I have changed. My people and I are no longer welcome. We cannot restore the past. The Rendore must make our own traditions, our own families, our own futures.
The light is not the only path. Greetings, traveler.
Many Rendore, including myself, studied magic in Magister's Terrace. It was our home. Lamath was my classmate. I felt that we must understand our enemy to defeat it. So, I led a team of researchers to study the Void. We discovered the journals of Darkon Drather, the very elf who betrayed Silvermoon to the Lich King. His actions had led to the destruction of so much we held dear during the Third War. And his research into the Void helped bring it about. So you can understand, even with the Blood Elves' long use of dangerous magic such as Fel, why my research was reviled. We refused to stop, so we were exiled. I do not regret my choices, only the suffering it has brought my people. Around the time we Rendore were exiled, Alaria Windrunner finally came home to Silvermoon. She had spent countless years fighting demons across the realms, and wished to bask in the warmth of the Sunwell. But in her journeys, she had absorbed the essence of a dark Naru Lura. It transformed her much in the same way the Rendore had been transformed. She was a creature of void, and light and void are inextricably tied to one another. When she approached the Sunwell, its light clashed violently with her void. Creatures of darkness surged forth. If our greatest heroes had not been present, the Sunwell could have turned completely to void. Hence so many want us forever banished. Hence we must be so careful.
The Rendore shall prove our worth. The terrace holds what we require to gain entry to the Void Storm. The Cynosure of Twilight. Of course he left a message for me. I'm afraid you'll have to incapacitate the dark. afford to linger here. Go this far to keep me out.
You'll go no further, Umbrick. These new defenses were specially made.
All students must follow policy.
I seem to be...
Enjoy detainment.
Crude solution, but effective. The Sinashore should be just ahead. Stand down. I have permission from Lorthamar himself.
Liar! None shall lay hands on the Cynosure! The Cynosure remains here!
I'll take care of these shields. Remove the wards around the Cynosure.
Sir Ronel, the void has broken through. We're too late.
I know what to do. I'll need to attune the Cynosure to the Void Storm. What is that monkey?
You dare?
Beware.
It is done. We have our way into the Void Storm. Let us inform Lorthamar. And perhaps offer an apology for the near catastrophe. All paths are possible. Shadows watch over.
You did what you had to, Umbric. We must enter the Void Storm if we are to stop it.
That could have gone better. Then again, Romath hasn't killed me yet. It could have gone worse.
Against all odds, we made it. I can open a way into the storm, but it will be a tenuous connection. We can only get a small team through the portal. We have no idea what awaits us on the other side. We must be prepared. I can use the Cynosure to bind us to Magister's terrace. If we need a quick escape, I can bring us back there. Come help me calibrate this spell.
Here, champion. Help me align the spell. It will anchor us back to Magister's terrace in case of disaster.
High Commander Lothraxion has warred on countless far realms, so I have asked him to lead this mission. And young Erator has more than proven his worth. Together, I hope their light will balance you within the shadow.
You Rendori may be our greatest weapon against the Void. I swear to protect you all.
The light is our greatest weapon against the Void. Remember that. Or succumb to corruption.
The portal is opened. Gather your courage. Only darkness awaits us on the other side.
The fate of Silvermoon, of all of Azeroth, may rest on the outcome of this mission. Anu Balore Delana.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
Many will question my decision to allow the Rendori in Silvermoon, much less so close to the Sunwell. More than anyone, I understand their anger and fear toward anyone would choose to follow in the footsteps of Darkhan Drathir. Darkhan was my friend. Once, the pain of his betrayal still lingers within me like a knife. And yet, many also question the Rendori's exile in the first place. These elves have families, friends. Not all consider them lost. Now more than ever, we cannot afford to be divided.
How dare you step into the Magister's terrace, Umbric! You nearly destroyed us all! Just like I knew you would!
I have confidence in the strength of myself and my allies. Something you noticeably lack, Rameth.
Confidence? Arrogance! The same arrogance that transformed those poor souls who follow you into void monstrosities!
We are not monsters. We are in control. We are Rendori.
Enough! It was a risk to let them near the Sunwell, yes. But we will not win this war without taking risks. The Rendori have not wavered yet.
Yet! We shall see if this mission succeeds. You've always been reckless, Umbric. You leave calamity and ruin in your wake. At least try to make it back alive.
So much void!
Eyes forward!
This power... it's like nothing I've ever...
Control yourself!
We embrace a new future.
This power, I have never felt the void like this, all-consuming.
The void here. It is like nothing else. Surely you can feel it too? The overwhelming power. We must do something to stabilize the area. I'm barely able to keep our escape from imploding, and the rest of our scouts. I can only hope they can hold it together. The Rendori know what to do. They will place Shadestar Lost to protect this area, but will need your help activating them.
We must scout. Yes, scout ahead.
Everdon, no! Oh, curses!
I have seen hundreds, no, thousands of worlds across the great dark beyond. We fought the Legion. These were worlds plunged into war and darkness. And yet still, none were like this. This foul taste in the mouth, this chill. There is something ever darker here. Xal'atath.
Ha! A distant realm, crawling with vicious evil monsters, just like old times. Illyria, Turalian. And I faced 1,000 years of war with demons in the far-flung realms. It is as simple a solution now as it was then. Kill or be killed.
We must get a lay of the land. Come.
blink your arms out, but we will learn to swim.
Not for my sanity, champion. My minion and I are well used to such madness.
Worse even than when we were first transformed by the Void into Lupus.
This is what Ilaria wanted to protect you from, Addon. The darkness beyond. And Shamar.
I have seen hundreds, no, thousands of worlds across the great dark beyond. We fought the Legion. These were worlds.
The Void Elves risk corruption, and yet are most suited to understanding the world around us. We need their expertise, but cannot trust them. It irks me, but I have already sent for more scouts. Did you sense it? They all reek of Void.
Vile beasts! Did you sense it?
We have secured this location. Some Void Elves can make this into a proper camp. There must be some weakness we can exploit to stop the storm. We must bring my army here to mete out justice to Xal'atath's armies! Join me in young orator. Let us see what we can gather from this place across the horizon.
The light.
Look out!
Eretor! Lithraxian? What the hell are you doing here?
Mother, thank the light. I knew you were alive.
It's too dangerous for you here, Eretor. The Void devours everything it touches.
We have a mission here, Mother. And I'll stop at nothing to see it through.
I know. That's what terrifies me.
Mother!
This is no place for pleasantries. We must move, quickly.
The army will come.
Valeria's eyes flick back and forth.
Watch the skies. There is no safe place here. I sensed a disturbance and feared it was more of Zalath's forces. Instead, it is you and a Raider. Some time ago, I tracked Zalatath and her ethereals to this strange place. I've been hunting her, but...
Valeria trails off, and you notice the faint glow of purple about her.
The Void is so powerful here. It is distracting, intoxicating. But you are here. A Raider is here. We must be careful. I have been hunting Shalata since we first learned of the Dark Heart. After she left Kar's Algo, I followed her to Koresh, where she sought to prevent Dementius' return. I continued to follow her. Even after the heroes of Azeroth were pulled away to the defense of Silvermoon, I will not relent. She allowed the Shadow Guard ethereals back into her ranks, as she opened the way for them into this strange place. In the chaos of this storm, I did not have a way back. But I didn't need a way back. My quarry is here.
Mistress, I have come to offer myself in service. Please.
Oh, you will serve me. I went to a lot of trouble imbuing this bauble with untold power. Now yours shall be added.
We aren't safe here. She will not escape. We will find Zalatath.
Understand, Valeria, that I lead this mission, but your aid is welcome.
Good, since you will likely die without it. Now listen. Powerful entities called Dominar command the host in Zalatath's name. One monitors the nexus point nearby, but I haven't gotten close.
Then that is our first target. We must weaken the storm and our foes. Move out!
be here, Eretor. The Void is too powerful.
Then we'll fight it together. I'm not leaving you.
The rest of the Void Elves have been dispersed to set up camps or scout. I am conflicted over Illyria's presence. Her skills are unspeakably valuable, and yet the Void in her is so strong. I worry. Keep an eye on her. The Void can never be trusted. We may be a small strike team, but we are strong. We have you, after all. There is no need to move with complete stealth. We must cut a path to the Dominar here. Take down the strongest enemies you can find. We will join you in the fray.
I don't know the purpose of these towers. Only that they are called Nexus Points, and they thrum with Void power. We must get more information. The Dominar use some kind of Void-infused metal on the beasts here to add them to armies of the Devouring Host. They call it shadow grafting. It empowers them, but also influences their minds.
Illyria smiles wryly.
What power doesn't? I have a plan for it. With you here, I can finally act on it. We must be cautious. My attempts to infiltrate this place alone have been thwarted.
The time for caution has passed. We will reach their leader and rip the information we need from it. Vile monsters are no match for us, champion! They seem used to this chaos.
Keep an eye out for opportunities for loot when they arise, like now.
The Shadowgraft hums, it calls to you with a promise of power. You reach a hand out before you can stop yourself. As your skin touches the cold metal, you feel a rush of power, the thrill of battle, the soaring heartbeat, the off-beat note of a power. The brutal satisfaction of sinking your blade into your enemy's flesh. That feeling both disgusting and triumphant. Your fingers tingle. Your vision is red. You have already grabbed your weapon, turning to fight the next enemy. As you step away from the Shadowgraft, your vision returns to normal. Your breath returns, and your heartbeat slows. You know deep in your bones that this metal will make you braver and stronger. You also know that if you are bound by it, you will never be yourself again.
They will even shackle their own kind? Interesting. Only been seen with me. of the tower. That's the one in charge.
down to the smallest mite. Stay sharp.
You intend to take it prisoner? I would rather incinerate it. Ansek Shamar.
There seems to be creatures here both bestial and magical. The void is drawn to violence. I have seen countless worlds drown in it. Could the savagery of the beasts here have brought the void in naturally?
Careful of the void's tricks. The metal on these creatures. It seems particularly conductive to magical energies. Interesting.
Despicable stuff. Illyria has explained her plan to me, but I'm not sure I agree. Illyria has a plan to use this shadow grafting material to capture the Dominar for information. What good is information given by evil? I fought countless demons, and every one of them was a liar.
Lothraxian scowls.
Let us follow her plan, for now. Do what she asks with this metal, then slay the Dominar's pet beast. Once we speak with this vile creature, I will decide how long it lives.
And shadow. Two sides of the same coin. With enough of a push, light can become shadow.
And shadow can become light. I see, Mother. We can use their own materials to bind and capture that Dominar.
Take down its pet, champion!
But I'm afraid I must take my leave.
After it! Nowhere left to run, Void Spawn.
Indeed. I can see the position I'm in, and I can see yours. Your elite little cadre needs something I have. Information on Xalatath's machinations.
We need nothing from the likes of you.
Stay your hand, Lothraxian. That thing is right.
You would trust such a creature?
Not at all. But I trust that it wants to survive. You will tell us all you know. And I will know if you lie.
Please, fair lady. You may call me Decimus. I am at your service.
One wrong move, and I will sear you with the Light Fiend.
Such strength and wisdom. Clearly, it would be foolish to defy you.
Our scouts discovered an ethereal maniforge due south. Not sure what they're up to, though.
There's no time for caution.
Illyria looks distracted for a moment before fixing her gaze on you.
It is good to have support here. We must crush Xalatath's plans. I know. After what happened in Koresh, Locust Walker convinced us to work with Xalatath, and I argued against trusting a void monster at every turn. And was I right to? Locust Walker is gone, but had we not worked with Xalatath, Dementias would have devoured all. Or would we have found another way? If I had trusted Locust Walker from the start, could I have prevented his death? During the coldest nights I've spent here, I don't sleep. I only ask myself these questions. I had told Locust Walker that he was no longer my mentor. But it is not true. Here, I shall accept a lesson of his once more. A void creature has only one goal: survival. And we can make that knowledge fight for us.
Tell me of Silvermoon, Arator. How bad was it?
Honestly, if not for the light forces intervening when they did, we would have lost everything.
I see. And your father? Is he well?
I fear the light blinds him, Mother. In his rage, he struck down an innocent.
Who, Arator?
That doesn't matter now. What matters is that if the light can turn someone like him wrathful...
You fear succumbing to it yourself.
I already did, fighting the void. You see these embers I bear? I burned myself in wrath. They remain as a reminder.
Of what?
That there's something wrong with the light. That thought terrifies me more than the void ever could.
If I've learned anything from fighting beside your father, it's that the light is strongest when rooted in love and compassion. Those two things, Arator, just happen to be your greatest strengths. Stay true to yourself.
And wrath cannot overtake me. Your counsel is comforting, Mother.
Well, I have had 1,000 years of practice, kid.
You've done good work, champion.